Happy Christmas Eve! I absolutely had to have a video for you guys. You have been with me all year. You've been with me through all my special moments, and just because it's Christmas Eve doesn't mean I'm not going to give you a video, because you guys mean everything to me. I do want to tell you today's video is a little bit different. I'm mostly doing time lapses in this video because it would take me too long if I wasn't doing time lapses. I am using Fusion Tight. That is it Fusion Tight or Fusion Tech? Fusion. Yeah, I'll link it in the description. It is my favorite glue to use. It's very easy to use. It's strong. It has no smell. It doesn't make me sick. And I am using a silicone tip pen from Amazon. I like using this to spread out my glue because I can just reuse the same one over and over and over and over. Once the glue dries, I just peel it right off the silicone tip and I can just keep reusing it. The stones I'm using are from Flint's Sister's Supply Shop. She's one of my best friends, and her rhinestones are to die for, but don't even listen to my mouth. Just look at the stones yourself. Every single rhinestone that is used on my label printer, they're all from Jessica Flynn. She has amazing ones, and guess what? She gave us baddies our very own discount code. So if you decide that you want to head over to her website and get some of her stones, you can use my code and save 10%. If you want to. You don't have to, but you can. I will put the code in the description along with the link to her website. I wanted to do pink on top because, hello, it's pink on top. And I created my own little mix for the sides out of all her rhinestones, but I'll show you that coming up. Baddies. I don't know what the heck got into me and said, hey, you should rhinestone your label maker. I don't know what got into me, but I freaking did it. You want to know what's crazy? I don't know why, but I feel like rhinestoning objects is faster than rhinestoning tumblers. I don't know why, but it actually, I don't feel like it took me super duper long to do this. I spent about 2 hours doing the pink part. I did it in 2 sittings. And then the rest of the, it probably took me 3 hours to do the pink part because the stones were smaller. And I would say to do the entire surrounding area, it took me about 4 hours because the stones I used for the side, for like the white part, I incorporated some big stones in there and they took up a lot of space. And so that helped me finish faster. But I put on a Netflix show and I just started rhinestoning. I've told you guys this before many times when I've done voiceovers for rhinestoning videos. There is something really therapeutic and relaxing about rhinestoning. It is tedious work and it is very time consuming. You do have to be very patient. I'm naturally am not a patient person, but for some reason, seeing a finished rhinestone project is so satisfying that for this, I am patient. So I was watching a Netflix show and I was doing this. I do recommend like taking a little break in between and just kind of rolling your neck because you're looking down for so long and you start to stiffen up. Most of the videos I did were time lapses because I don't think you want to watch me rhinestone painfully for 8 hours. Baddies, I just want to take a moment to thank you for being here supporting my channel. Everything I do is for you. And this week, we are heading to Orlando to celebrate Christmas. And I really needed to make sure that I had a video done that you could watch on Christmas Eve. Now, I know a lot of you might not watch it. A lot of you are going to be cooking or getting ready or whatnot. But for those of you that maybe don't have big plans or don't have family to spend Christmas Eve with, then I still have this video here for you. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm very thankful for my journey. I'm very thankful for every single subscriber that I have, every single comment, every like, every share. You know, 2022 started off really rough for me. And a lot of my mental health took a lot of really big hits this year. And I'm going to be completely honest. I am really thankful that I am surrounded by so much loving energy and so many amazing people. That's 100% what got me through my really, really difficult moments. The love, the encouragement. And anytime I feel like giving up, or anytime when I feel burnt out or overwhelmed and I tell myself, I'm not really sure that I can keep doing this. Anytime I tell myself that, I always think to myself, you cannot leave the baddies. You cannot abandon them. They show up for you every time there's a YouTube video, every time there's a live, every time you do anything, they show up for you. They support you. They love you. They leave you kind, encouraging comments. And you cannot leave them. So anytime that I have felt defeated, I've not given up because of you guys. Because you deserve for me to be here just the way that you have been for me. And I know that might not sound like a lot, but I cannot even begin to tell you how much that got me through this year. I mean, I really had some moments where I just was not okay. And I just want to thank you because you do a lot for me. Now I'm going to let go of a little of the heaviness and I'm going to show you how I made my little mix of Jessica Flynn's stones. I'm telling you right now, you need transparent crystal AB. It is the most beautiful stone I have ever seen. I have used crystal AB before. I have used transparent rhinestones before, but I have never seen transparent crystal AB. I've never seen those two combined. And don't, like I told you before, do not take my word for it. Just look at them. They are beautiful. They're like transparent, opal, iridescent, and they pick up the light and reflect beautiful blues and purples. It's just beautiful. And I decided to pair her pearl mix, her opal white, and it also is iridescent and picks up lots of really beautiful colors. So all of these stones mixed together looked so freaking beautiful. Also, as you can see, it's taking me a lot less time to cover big areas with these stones than it did for me to do the top part. That's because the top part of the printer I did in small pink stones. But the rest of the label printer, I used these big pearl, half pearl, all of that stuff. And so they covered a bigger area of the vinyl printer, and I was able to get a lot more done at a faster pace. So to be totally honest with you, I feel like it took me almost just the same amount of time to do the small top part as it did to do the entire printer, with the exception of maybe an additional hour for the white part. But I really felt like it went by pretty quickly. I am now officially obsessed with rhinestoning everything. Of course, we love to rhinestone tumblers. They're amazing, they're beautiful, they're everything. However, I switch tumblers a lot. I have so many tumblers and I switch them all the time, so I do not always have the same cup with me. I always have this label printer on my desk. This label printer sits on my desk next to my computer and I stare at it all freaking day. Like, hey, queen. So for me to have something so beautiful and so sparkly just sitting on my desk so that I can admire it, I freaking love that so much. So maybe there's like, you have a small label printer, or maybe you have a stapler or a pencil holder, anything like that that you want to put rhinestones on. To me, if it's something that you get to admire that's on your desk all the time, like that is so satisfying. So I ended up finishing this project, and last night I started another rhinestone project, and I'm actually rhinestoning a desk lamp. So I will definitely come back and show you guys that finished product in one of my upcoming videos. But I am going to have someone come to my house and stop me from rhinestoning my freaking toilet, okay? Look at that shine. Do you see that like beautiful opal iridescent shimmer? I sent her a text message and I was like, you better stop because you're gonna take all of my money. These are so beautiful. But please, if you buy rhinestones from her, you absolutely have to get this iridescent mix. It's so beautiful. It is called Transparent Crystal AB. Now I'm almost done with this, right? You can still see I've got a little bit to go on the sides, but I just want to take a break and show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I do also want to let you know that she was so sweet, and for my birthday, which was December 19th, she released a mix that was dedicated to us baddies. She named it Baddie University, and it is the most beautiful, you know, teardrop neon pink rhinestones, and some of the rhinestones are in the shape of a freaking heart. They're out of stock, but she's restocking soon, so be sure to check those out. And here's my final project. Merry Christmas, baddies. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. I can't wait to read your comments. Besitos!